Penix now. Getting out to his left. Pass is caught at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've got up 6-0. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Falcon offense is ready. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Escapes out to the left. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, these guys have really started this game well, Brock. The defense looked good. Offense did their part until ran into a little hiccup there on the 2-point conversion.
Can you help me understand something, Kate?
I'll try.
Because I hear all these baseball guys all the time talk about, well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. Well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. And that's what I hear with these same decisions, too. Well, we didn't get the result, but the process was right. How do you know the process was right? Just kick the extra point.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Purdy setting up that play action. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and goal, Purdy. Has it in close. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. To throw again, it's Purdy. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. Oh, no, he's out. They didn't even come close. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Fred Warner. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of... Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
That's good for Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
From the 32. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Nick Bosa makes the stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons with 2nd and 6. From the 43. Rolling left, buying some time. A flag
Pass interference.
as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They're set up at the 35 now. Penix now on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing Penix. Got a man, Robinson has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown.
Gotta tighten that shit up, my boy.
The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Here are the Falcons once again going for 2. And again, it's Penix. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
Don't throw no peek. Let that shit run that shit out, my boy.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Purdy on 1st down. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle it goes. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted.
Just told your ass don't throw no peek, boy.
Jesse Bates in to pick it off. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Penix on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. And
Hey, talk that shit, boy. You got, man, come on, bro.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Fuck that up. Boy, I can't kick no field goal, boy. I ain't lying.
Missed it.
I don't know how to
It's
kick
no
them bitches.
good. And that keeps the lead at 12.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Throwing it just before halftime.
Don't do that.
Got to him right as he threw it.
Ready to get that big bet some second. You're right.
Time of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
Soft way to start this
And that one is
motherfucker,
gonna
boy.
go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 13. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third down give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying for it with Penix. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the 2nd half with McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
defense to the line for second down. From the gun is Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing third and long. Working across the middle, Bronk. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Working quickly here.
First down, 49ers.
First down throw by Purdy.
Knew I was gonna get your ass.
It's intercepted.
He ain't fast enough. He ain't fast. Nope. He ain't fast enough.
And the Falcons get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Penix working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. So they're left facing a 4th down. Here's Penix to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, you don't want to go that route. I mean, you want to. Don't go that route. You take that shit.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any.
Just told you. Bitch, I'm trust. Just tell your goofy ass, man. I told you, bro. What's going on with you San Francisco players, man?
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not
real quick,
take
check him out.
any more risk
I bet
because you
missing
don't
him
want to
on
throw what he just
It
did.
look like he
His
want to throw it out to the
interception
side.
of the game.
Out
It's
to the side.
time to protect the football.
I'm letting you right now, boy. You and I both know that's too much space.
Well, that backup better get ready.
That's too much space. You knew that shit, and I knew that shit. Come on, man.
Falcons making a 3-score game in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. Great
I'm
opportunity
gonna
to
try
find a
this field. I'm gonna
touchdown
try.
there,
I'm gonna try.
Brock, and they
I'm
come
gonna try.
through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you
Yep.
start smelling the end zone, they really want their
Kicking the field goal,
chance.
my
And they
boy.
will tell you as a quarterback,
Let's
just
go
give
down,
me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
Biggie, biggie, bites it.
He sure did.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after.
I don't see
And his
how I missed
aim
that
was
shit
off
though.
there. He hits the left upright, and it's
Fuck
no
that.
good.
It's not good. Fuck. You know I should have too. It's going nowhere.
Out to kick
No
it
way,
away.
Jose.
Here's Pinion.
Let a fuck. I ain't let a fuck. I ain't let the San Francisco player score on me.
Chooses to bring this one out.
Man, bitch. You look, I couldn't get that ball.
Brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute
I ain't
warning
let the
here
San
from
Francisco player
Atlanta.
score shit on me.
49ers trying to make it look a little nicer on that
On
scoreboard.
me. Fuck on me. Bro, hey, big. Let me show you ass.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous
Don't do that.
INT.
Don't do that shit, man.
It's another interception. That's Justin Simmons.
Pick it that six. Oh, pick it that six. Oh, pick it that six.
And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Belt the ass. You. Oh, I'm gonna get the field goal this time. I'm gonna get that bitch this time, my boy.
With that 4th quarter lead,
Nah,
as they
fuck. I ain't going
provide
for no
a
field
nice
goal.
little
That's
boost
beneath
there with
me.
the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel
Yes,
some
I
of the
told you.
desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it
What
is
the hell you got
danger
going on
time.
over there, boy?
Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Yeah, but I'm happy to see you again, my boy. 'Cause I know this probably ain't you right here.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6.
Oh yeah, nah.
From his own end zone, here we go.
Ball.
And the
Hell
return
no.
sets them up just
Cause the
beyond
nigga
their
ain't
own
let me
20.
score, bro. This ain't, hey, bro. This ain't like no San Francisco thing.
They'll get this drive started.
Hey, I'm gonna
First
tell you
and
what you
10.
should have did. You should have knocked me out with that run game.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air.
That's me.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And there's a
That should have been pass interference from the backside. Fuck, we take it.
Brown has
Those
it.
bitches.
And the 49ers take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense.
Yeah, that's why I
picks
say I
them
don't know
up,
why them
gets it
bitches ain't
right
calling that
back
shit whole ass nigga.
I am
Man.
all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep running
There
touchdown.
you go.
His second scoring catch of the game. And the Falcons attempting another two-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't.
Yeah, but I ain't got I'm at the edge, you my boy.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd down, it's Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, here's Penix. And it's going to be incomplete.
I should have hit Drake ass coming through that middle, but fuck it.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
I don't know how the fuck he got that shit on. I'm up there hesitating to fucking say.
George Kittle, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. That goes for 36 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Penix on 1st down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And Whizzes into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter
Good game, my
what.
boy.
They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the